What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years.
The WNBA is clearly struggling in the wake of Caitlin Clark's absence. With the Indiana Fever eliminated from playoff contention last week, the league has seen a troubling decline in ticket sales, attendance, and viewership.
This little chart right here. The Fever will have over 600,000 fans in attendance total this year, and the second best to that was in 1999 with the Washington Mystics at just over 400,000. So the Fever are going to account for over 200,000 more fans this year to their...
In an effort to draw in viewers, the WNBA has been heavily spotlighting Aya Wilson, but despite the push, fan engagement remains disappointingly low.
Departure, do we think that these new WNBA fans are going to stick around for the rest of the playoffs? The Liberty Aces series might be one that draws some numbers. The disparity between 1.8 million and around 400,000 is wild, especially with football season being in full.
Whilst fans are aware Caitlin's absence is a problem, others believe it's a chance for her to improve her media training, as they believe her answers when it comes to controversy have not been good enough.
In this situation next year where I'm saying, do you remember when you people were giving her grace, saying that she's 22, media training is not there? 1 year afterwards, she's still in the same...
Caitlin Clark's fans have largely turned away from the WNBA, disillusioned by the backlash she faced and the apparent bias during high-stakes games. The league pushed her to the brink, and now that she's out, they're struggling to recover. Only now is the WNBA beginning to grasp the true magnitude of the Caitlin Clark effect. As Caitlin finally takes a well-deserved break, the WNBA now faces the challenge of navigating the playoffs while trying to capture even a fraction of the audience she consistently drew. Despite her stellar performance, she was pushed, prodded, and slammed repeatedly by opponents without any fouls being called, costing her a chance at a third game against the Sun.
Viewers for WNBA games that Caitlin Clark is not in is like 3 to 4 million. When she's in the game, when it's her game playing, it's like 17 million.
Yeah. Well, I also look at the attendance in the arena.
Yes.
It's 8 to 10,000 everywhere else. Caitlin Clark, 17, 18.
The WNBA has experienced its share of highs and lows over the years, but there's no denying that Caitlin Clark's arrival has transformed the league. A generational talent, Clark injected a surge of excitement and spotlight that the WNBA had long been yearning for. Her impact was immediate, not only through her commanding presence on the court, but also in the way she drew in fans, media attention, and...
Clark, she is the first Division I player, and that is male or female, to record 3,000 points, 900 assists, and 800.
Clark is far more than a star athlete. She's a phenomenon who revitalized the league. Yet now, following her season-ending loss to the Connecticut Sun, the WNBA is grappling to sustain the momentum she created. Without her, the league appears to have hit a plateau, unable to match the vibrant energy her presence brought.
Women that have been called equality, and is the chance for them to start getting paid more because the exposure's up. Because it's her, you have people like, what's her name, Jamelia Hill or what? I can't stand her.
Yeah.
You got these women who are coming on here and they're saying it's because...
In many respects, the WNBA has sharply declined, and Caitlin Clark's absence has only deepened the league's struggles. When Clark was on the court, the energy was undeniable, the buzz, the hype, and the excitement electrified fans. Even those who rarely followed women's basketball found themselves captivated, eagerly anticipating every move she made. Let's be honest, without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA has lost its spark, and the numbers tell the story. Viewership and attendance have both taken a significant hit. Going into this playoff season, expectations were high, especially after Clark's breakout regular season. Fans and the league alike were hopeful that the excitement she generated would carry into the playoffs, driving a surge in audience engagement. But those hopes didn't pan out. Since her departure, arenas aren't as full as predicted, and TV ratings have sharply declined. To put it into perspective, whenever Caitlin Clark plays, she consistently attracts over 1 million viewers. That's right, 1 million people tuning in just to watch her. This level of viewership is nearly unprecedented for the WNBA in recent years, as the league has long struggled to reach such impressive numbers. Fans would rearrange their schedules just to catch her games live, whether in the stands or watching from home.
A Caitlin Clark effect on all of basketball, and especially on women's basketball ratings. Kudos to her. She has elevated an entire sport.
But now, without her presence, the league is struggling to hold onto that interest. Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA struggles to attract even 300,000 viewers per game, a staggering drop that highlights just how crucial her influence is. When Clark is on the court, fans are drawn to her dynamic playing style, magnetic personality, and clutch performances that elevate her beyond just an athlete. Yet, when she's absent, it feels like the spark disappears and the audience simply loses interest.
Clark is coming. Some people think she's already arrived. I don't. I think she's going to be even better. I think that what she has done for women's basketball, especially in this country, has been phenomenal. There is no woman, no matter how great you were as a player, Cheryl Swoops, there is no woman who should negate mentioning Caitlin Clark and what Caitlin Clark is doing.
The same level of excitement just isn't there anymore. The league, which thrived when Caitlin Clark was on the court, now feels like it's dragging itself toward the finish line. It's not only about her being an exceptional player, it's about her being a once-in-a-generation athlete that fans simply can't get enough of. When that unique phenomenon isn't on display, interest fades fast, leaving the WNBA struggling to recapture the buzz of her breakout season. Sure, Clark can score from anywhere, deliver precise assists, and take over games single-handedly, but her impact stretches far beyond the stat sheet. Caitlin Clark transcends the sport in a way very few athletes ever do. She injects every game with energy, excitement, and unpredictability. You never know what she'll do next, but you know it'll be something extraordinary. That's why her games draw packed arenas and millions of viewers at home. People don't just watch Caitlin Clark because she's a player, they watch because she's a spectacle. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. More videos are right on screen now. Check them out.